We are protection from on high. I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing out this word in true sincerity. It's your brother Kanai. Can we just do a quick lesson, just a little walk and talk as I'm walking to my destination, and I was just meditating upon this with all the things that are going on. The preset, let me go into Psalms 91. Give me a second while I pull it back up. I was just reading this earlier, and I was just thinking how the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, we have protection, and not a physical protection in a form of, military and, compounds or gates and bars or, deep underground bunkers or even money, because the scriptures also say money is a defense, right? And the scriptures also say wisdom is a defense. And this word also is considered money. So when it's time to cash in, that faith, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to hear our cries. He's going to hear our groanings. He's going to see the enemy come in, because number one, who's bringing the enemy? Who brought the enemy? Who created the enemy? Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. So when he sends that enemy in as a flood, he's going to raise up that standard for us. That can be in many different forms. It can be, where the Most High just sets it up to where you're protected in that day. However the deal goes down, certain men receive spiritual power. The angels intervene, which I want to go into that. The angels, because that's where our protection lies. All right, we have guardian angels. We have protection from another realm. Which eyes can't see, and this is going to be made evident in these last days, just as it is being made evident right now with the protection that we have since coming into this truth. There's a lot of judgment going on. Let me read this Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The Almighty Alashajah. Terrible demon-like power, and this is the power that's bringing all these judgments to the earth. And this is the power. This is the only power that can save you from the judgments that he's sending. Give me a moment. I'm across the street. A lot of noise. Just work with me. There's a lot of judgments, but let me just jump into verse 2. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. What is a refuge and what is a fortress? We look those words up. Somewhere to dwell safely. And this truth is going to be that place in which you are going to be safe. It doesn't seem like it to the average everyday person, right? Because they're carnal. They don't see spiritual things. You have to have a spiritual understanding of why these things are happening, right? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to be our refuge, all right? Because we're as refugees, all right? We're going to go into that fortress, which is this truth. It's going to cover us. My power in him will I trust. So it's all about trusting the Lord, which the story of Jacob is not trusting Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. 2/3, namely. The elect, the 1/3, the hopeful elect, they're going to come back to the Lord and they're going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, through thick and thin, right? Because we're married unto the Most High, right? And he's our husband through Yahweh Shai, and they're going to guide us and lead us into the right way through wise counsels. Like when they make Maxine mandatory. That's fine. Go ahead, Esau, make it mandatory. The elect are not going to take it. Just as when they make the chip mandatory, the microchip, the elect are not going to take it. And Esau, he's going to try to set up society to where you can't really survive in this society without having that mark or that Maxine. or whatever he brings and puts out in front of you. This is what's happening. Okay. And you're going to see a lot of jakes that are going to fold. You're going to see a lot of jakes that are going to give up. It's because they don't truly have faith in the God of the Bible. They talk a good game, but they don't really truly have faith because they're not built up in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. Verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Right. We're considered as birds. Now, a fowler is somebody who traps birds. Right. Now, who's the modern day fowler? Okay. It's Esau. Okay. We're as speckled birds, and he's caught us. We're in his we're under his hand now, but he's going to try to finally, do that finale and catch us by implanting a microchip inside of us. But the Lord, he's going to deliver us from that, as well as that noise and pestilence, which are those ICBM missiles. Okay. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Okay. This truth. Okay. The wisdom, right? Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay. So yeah, this truth is going to be our protection, because this truth, it stabilizes your mind. Okay. It brings you, it brings you a connection with the Almighty, right? And good, it brings you in good standings with the Heavenly Father. And it also gives you the wisdom and knowledge to be able to maneuver, okay, and do certain things when the time comes. We're gonna know the time when Jacob's trouble comes, which we're in Jacob's trouble. We're not at the full height of Jacob's trouble, but when those things come, when these great catastrophic events happen in the earth, the elect are going to know how to move. The Most High is going to guide them and move them in the right direction, while 2/3 and the rest of these people in the earth, they're gonna succumb to that temptation, the hour of temptation. They're not gonna know what to do. Who are they gonna go to? They're gonna go to Esau Edom, and Esau Edom is gonna do what? He's set up to lead you astray. He's set up to destroy you. Okay, so it's gonna be one or the other in those days. Okay, and the hopeful elect, they're gonna have protection from on high. Okay. It says, I'm not sure if I read 5. Let me read it again. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day. Okay, that's the spirit that Yahweh Shema Shai is putting on his men. Okay, it's not to be afraid of any of these things, because we're going to have not only now, but we're going to have full understanding of all the things that are going down on the earth. Not everybody's going to have that knowledge. Okay, when the world is in just total chaos, it's upside down, right? It's upside down now, but when it's totally upside down, a military state, okay, where your movement is restricted. You get on the internet, your internet access is restricted. You can't say certain things. Free speech is outlawed, and free speech is outlawed in China, really different parts of Russia. They'll come and grab you up. These different Arab nations, you don't have the freedoms of speech like you have here in America. Also the EU. They'll come and grab you up, and they're clamping down on free speech right as we speak. Okay, through these different policies, through these different legislations. Okay, so it's clamping down. Okay, it doesn't happen instantly, right? But as far as how prophecy is moving, these things are moving quick. Okay, we're in a new norm right now. We're still in a pandemic, and from our apostles and elders, right? They've been speaking about pandemics, right? Nobody believed it. Okay, nobody believed it, but now it's here. All right, and now you got comfortable within that pandemic. You got comfortable wearing that mask. You got comfortable standing in line at that store. Okay, you got comfortable with certain things taken away from you. Okay, you can't do this, you can't do that. There's limitation here, limitation there. Those things are only going to increase in volume to the point to where you can't do shit. Okay, and all your things that you wanted to do, all the joyous things that you find pleasure in this world is going to be taken away from you. And you're going to have to get permission from Esau, Edom to do those things. Right. But the elect, the hopeful elect, they're casting off that. This is not our world. Our world is the world to come. Let me continue. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So the elect are not going to be afraid of any of these things, including the ICBM missiles, the thermonuclear missiles. Now, fear can arise, but the spirit of Yahushua is going to override any of those carnal feelings, because we're going to be in the spirit, as well as our spirit is being built up to withstand in that day, right? Because we're in a day where your spirit is going to have to be strong. Okay, that's why brothers go through, different afflictions. Okay, it's to build up your spirit, because we're coming into a time in which your spirit is going to be, the only thing that's going to, get you through it, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. You're not going to worry about, work. You're not going to worry about, I have the freshest clothes, or I'm not getting women, or I want to buy a new car, or, I gotta go to work, put in these hours. You're not going to worry about that. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be life and death. It's going to be, where's my next meal? It's going to be, the troops coming in. It's going to be diseases everywhere. It's going to be lockdowns. See that? Freedom of speech is going to be taken away from you. Freedom of movement is going to be taken away from you. Right? In the second Esdras talks about how a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. There's going to be massive uprisings. People are going to turn and fight against each other. Right? These things are written. 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Why? Why won't these things come close to us? Nigh meaning close. So we're going to see a lot of death happening. The other day out there in, I believe it was Dallas, Fort Worth area, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around that area, you had 100-car pileup. Over 6 people died from what I heard. 6 people, could be more. And I seen a video and it was just nothing but judgment. Okay, with Maxine, we hear reports all the time of people, dropping dead right after the vaccine or suffering some type of, life-altering condition. Right? And Esau plans to inject that jab into the whole world. This is his plan. Right? So a lot of people are going to suffer, death by the jab. So we're going to, family members that are so adamant about Maxine, you're going to hear brothers talk about, my, cousin took it, or my mom took it, or my dad took it, or my sister took it, and they dropped dead, or they got Bell's palsy. So a lot of people are going to be dying, as well as they're saying that there's going to be, more strains, the so-called South African strain. This shit is right out of a movie too, right? The South African strain is here in the Bay Area. What does that mean? Right? But Esau, he's in rulership. Everybody still believes this man. And the people, Jake who believe Esau, they're going to fall right into Esau's trap, the fowler's trap, this net. Okay? But the elect, they're going to be able to sidestep. They're going to be able to sidestep that trap. Why? Because the Lord is going to be guiding them, okay, not to fall into that trap, not to fall into the hands of the enemy, the fowler. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And we're coming into the time where the wicked are about to receive their reward. And it's not a prize. You get $1 million and, a beach home. Nah, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be death, destruction. That's the reward of the wicked. Okay, agony, turmoil. Hey, it's about to get real. It's about to get real bad, man. It's going to get real bad, in which people are going to lose their mind. They're already losing it, but people are going to lose their mind even more as more, draconian measures, okay, dragon-like laws come into effect, okay, to strip people of their, their freedoms, ultimately, of life. There's an oppressive hand in the earth right now, and that's through Esau, Edom. because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, right? That fortress, that refuge. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Right? We're not afraid. We're not going outside like, oh man, the CV 19 is going to get me. And people are actually afraid. You know, they're afraid of, you know, to see family members. They're afraid to interact with, you know, people on the streets. You know, they're always washing their hands. They always have, what's it called? The hand sanitizer, which I don't recommend doing. That shit literally kills. It literally seeps into your skin and kills you. Okay, those toxins. When we're in the scripture to say to wear hand sanitizer. Now, I mean, it's not a sin, but you know, it messes up your hands. I remember my mom's like, yeah, that hand sanitizer, son, like it's messing up mine. But Esau's telling you to keep doing it. They don't know what to do. I'm like, nah, mom, don't do that. That's gonna mess your hands up. Yeah, you right, right? Because it only makes sense when you speak about these things to somebody that's sane, right? That's sane. When you bring these things up, it only makes sense, right? It only makes sense that Esau, Edom is the devil, but the majority of the earth they're crazy, they're insane. Their mind is not sound, right? We're the ones who hold on to this truth are the only sane people, okay, in the earth. The rest of the earth, they're in gross darkness. Now this is the point. Let me read 10 again, and I'm gonna jump down to 11. The 11 is the point. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So no bad thing is going to befall the elect. Okay, for he shall give his angels, charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So the angels are going to be on our side. Okay, protection from on high. Okay, from a different world, they're going to come and they're going to keep our minds, okay, on the goal, on the task, as well as, you know, work on our minds to do the right thing, to move in the right direction, okay, to receive wise counsel, as well as you're going to have angels that's going to manifest themselves in these last days, okay, whether they come in an angel-like form, you know, or they come in a human form. That happens, right? Brothers encounter angels before. Scriptures speak about to entertain angels. You know, some have entertained angels unawares. You know, you think it's a bum. You know, this and that and this. The whole time it's an angel from the Lord coming down in that form. But it takes a spiritual person to see that. So you're going to have to be built up spiritually to understand these things in these last days. Right? Let me read that again. For he shall give his angels charge, okay, over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Yeah, the Lord's going to give us powers. Who's the lion and the adder and the dragon? Well, when you read the scripture, those are all synonymous with the enemy. Okay, starting with Esau, Edom. He's actually considered the dragon. The scripture also talk about how he's a young lion, as well as an adder, a snake, a serpent. How are we going to be able to tread upon our enemies like that? Well, the Lord's going to give us a new sharp threshing instrument. He's going to make the creature, right? In these last days, he's going to make the creature his weapon. Right? Jeremiah 16:16, Wisdom of Solomon, the fifth chapter. Okay, I mean, there's so many, Isaiah 40, first chapter. I mean, so many scriptures on spiritual power. Okay, and many instances where the Lord, he gave, his men spiritual powers. Just like during the time of the Exodus, when you had Aaron and you had Moses, they had spiritual powers. So those same rules apply to the elect, as well as healings, right? The Lord gave the disciples, which were later the apostles, the Holy Spirit to be able to heal. It says, because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. So the Lord is going to deliver us, Okay, because we love him, meaning we're keeping up of his commandments, his ways. Okay, denying the flesh, right? Not holding dear to this current world, because remember, this world's about to pass away, man. It's going to be different, and we're hastening that day. We want the Lord to come this year. You know, that's our prayer. I will set him on high because he has known my name. That's very important. You have to know the name. Give me a second. You have to know the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? And by knowing that name, the Lord's going to set you up on high above all people that are on the face of the earth. He shall call upon me. See, we're going to call upon the Lord in times of trouble. We're calling the Lord now. We're in trouble now. How much more when Jacob's trouble is totally, at the height. We're at the height of Jacob's trouble. How much more then? Okay. He shall call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. See, it should be a time of trouble. Jacob's trouble, but he shall be delivered out of it. That's talking about the hopeful elect. Because the hopeful elect know the names, and they're going to call upon those names, and Yahweh Shema Shai is going to deliver them. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Yeah, we're going to see the salvation, Lord's will, of Yahweh Shema Shai. And what does that include? That includes the destruction of this world and the leaders of this world. Okay, and then the raising up, okay, of the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai, okay, and we're gonna receive everlasting life. We're gonna receive long life. We're gonna be satisfied. We're gonna be totally satisfied. We're gonna be totally rested. We're not gonna want for anything. If we want something, it's gonna be there before we can even ask the Lord. He's gonna already have it set up for us, okay. So hey, man, it's gonna be the kingdom. The kingdom is going to be beautiful, man. Keep hastening the day. Keep praying to Yahweh Shema Shai. Keep sending up them curses on Esau, Edom, and the wicked. Okay, because the day of reckoning is coming. So I pray that you brothers were edified with the lesson. We have protection on high. Okay, nothing to worry about. Okay, this devil's going down. Until next time, shalom.